Greetings to all from Madeira. My name is Olga and you're on my channel Happy Look. Today I'll show you how to crochet beautiful and stylish raffia hat. We will crochet a hat that fits a little girl with size of 51. But you can use this pattern to create a hat of any size. Let's start! For work we need raffia from 80 to 120 grams, depends on the size, 3 mm crochet hook, 2 stitch markers, scissors and measuring tape. Before we start our work, we should determine the correct size of our hat. For this, measure the circumference of the hat using a measuring tape as shown in the picture. We will call it size. The next very important measurement is the diameter of the hat. Let's calculate it by the formula. Diameter equals to size divided by pi. We also should to know the depth of the hat. It's equal to half the distance between the top of the ears as shown in the picture. So we got 3 parameters that we will control when crocheting a hat: size, diameter and depth. So let's get started with the magic ring. Work chain 1. We will consider it our first stitch. Then put 5 single crochets into the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is number 5. 6 stitches in total. Then pull snug. Our first round will be 6 stitches. We will not join, just going to continue our rounds. Put the hook into both loops of the very first chain stitch of the first round. Let's put a tail on top to hide and make 2 single crochet into this stitch. 1 and 2, and 2 single crochet into the next stitch. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. We can now continue around with 2 single crochet into each stitch. The tail is under. So this one will be the 4th stitch, first single crochet and second single crochet into this stitch, into the next stitch 1, 2, and into the last stitch 1, 2. The second round is going to have 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Let's cut the tail. We are going to start next round with 2 single crochet in the first stitch. This will now be called an increase. Then I am going to put 1 single crochet into the next stitch. Then 2 single crochet in 1 or increase, 1, 2, and 1 single crochet into the next one. Then increase, 1 single crochet, and then repeat this all the way around. Increase, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet in 1 or increase, 1, 2, and 1 single crochet into the next, then increase, and 1 single crochet. In this round, we alternate increases and 1 single crochets. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and got 18 stitches. Let's mark the ending of the round. Put your marker right here into very last stitch. So let's start the next round with 1 single crochet for shift. Let's do an increase or 2 single crochet into the next stitch. Then 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet into the next stitch. And repeat and increase. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and just repeat this all the way around, 6 times in total. So our 5th one, an increase, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and the 6th time, an increase, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. Let's move the marker into this last stitch. Round 4 will equal 24 stitches. Don't worry that the end of the round with increases will shift each time. It's right. Now we are going to go the 5th round. Work 1 single crochet to shift, then increase, 1, 2, and 1 single crochet into each stitch 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and 1 more to go, increase, 1 single crochet, 2, 3. Continue all the way to the end and I will meet you there. Here is the end of the round. Let's work an increase. One, 2, 3. Move the marker into the last stitch. Round 5 will be 30 stitches. And now we are gonna start the 6th round. Work 1 single crochet to shift, then increase, 1, 2, and then 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once more, an increase, and 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And repeat this until the end of the round 6 times in total, and I will meet you there. I finish the 6th round and move the marker into the last stitch. Round 6 is equal 36 stitches. So let's start the 7th round with single crochets for shift. Next, let's do an increase and 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Work 2 single crochet in 1 for increase, and then 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Repeat this all the way around 6 times in total. I will see you back at the beginning. I finished the 7th round and moved the marker into the last stitch. In that round, I got 42 stitches. Let's continue. I'm gonna put 1 single crochet to shift and then 2 single crochet in 1 for increase. 1 and 2. Then 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put increase and 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Repeat them 4 times more, 6 times in total, and I'll meet you back at the beginning. This is the end of the round. I moved my marker. In this round we got 48 stitches. Also we crocheted 49 single crochets. Don't let it bother you. The very first single crochet we work only for shift. It doesn't add the number of stitches in a round. Why are we shifting? Look, here you can clearly see how our increases move in a spiral. If we did then one under the other, then we would get a hexagon, but we need a circle. So let's start the next round. Put 1 single crochet to shift, increase, and 7 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Continue all the way around to the end, and I will meet you there. In our 9th round, there are 54 stitches. Now I want to show you that the end of the round shift every time. Let's move the marker into the last stitch and continue. Round 10. Don't forget to put one single crochet to shift. Then increase into the next stitch and 8 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Repeat this all the way around 6 times in total. We'll see you back at the beginning. So I finished 10 rounds. Let's see what my crochet intensity is. My 10 rounds in diameter equals 12.5 centimeters. So I move the marker and I'm ready to start the next round. Put one single crochet to shift, increase 1, 2, and 9 single crochet, 1 stitch, 1 single crochet. I want to remind you that we will crochet rounds with increases until we reach our desired diameter, -2 centimeters. Each has its own size. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Continue this all the way to the end and I will meet you there. I finished the 11th round and at this time we must control the diameter of the circle. Now I have almost 14 centimeters, so I finished my flat circle. We should crochet rounds with increases until the diameter of the flat circle reach the value equals diameter -2 centimeters. Everyone works according to their size. Now that everyone has a flat circle 2 centimeters smaller than you need for your size, we can continue together. So put your marker to the very last stitch and let's continue. Now we should crochet 3 rounds without increases to round off the top of the head. Put your single crochet into each stitch all the way around. Work 3 rounds without increases and I will meet you there. I finished my rounds without increases and now we should to steam it. I'm going to use a regular towel. First we will steam the inside out. Keep the iron at a distance, only steam. Try to keep the round shape here. Don't make a flat circle and don't pull the edges. Now the front side. Steaming gives your raffia much more volume. Then leave head to dry. I've finished 3 rounds without increases. Our head took steam treatment and got some rest. And now I'm going to start the next round with increase. So let's put increase 1, 2. After that let's work 10 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then increase into the next stitch and repeat this all the way around 6 times in total. But at the end of the round we will make 2 slip stitches. This round will equal 72 stitches. Now I'm going to close the round with 2 slip stitches. Insert the hook into both loops, yarn over, and pull through 2. Insert the hook into the next both loops, yarn over, and pull through 2. Make chain of 3, bring up the yarn. We will count it as double crochets and then put double crochet into the very next stitch. Yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, up and pull through 2, then yarn over and pull through 2. Chain 1, yarn over, skip 1 stitch and put double crochet into the second stitch, then put double crochet into the very next stitch. Chain 1, yarn over, skip 1, put double crochet, then double crochet. Try to crochet here more loosely, don't tighten. Chain 1, yarn over, skip 1, double crochet, double crochet. For this pattern the number of stitches must be a multiply of 3. Chain 1, yarn over, skip 1, double crochet, double crochet. Repeat this until the end and I'll meet you there. Now I'm finishing the round with chain 1 and skip 1 and going to join by making a slip stitch into the third stitch of my chain. Insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over and pull through 2. Make chain of 2 to bring up the yarn. We will count it at single crochet and then put single crochet into the very next stitch. Insert the hook not into both loops but between V of the stitch, right here. Work single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, then 1 single crochet not into both loops but between the V of the stitch, one single crochet into the very next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, then repeat 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. Try to crochet more loosely, don't tighten the stitches. Chain 1, skip 1, 1 single crochet between the V, 1 single crochet into the next V, chain 1, skip 1, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, continue working on this way and I will meet you back at the beginning. Now I'm finishing the round with chain 1 and skip 1 and going to join the round but making a slip stitch into the second stitch of my chain. Make chain of 3 to bring up the yarn and then we work according to the scheme of the penultimate round. So yarn over and put double crochet into the very next stitch. Insert the hook not into both loops, but between the V of the stitch, right here. Put double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, skip one stitch, and put double crochet between the V of the stitch. Then put double crochet into the very next stitch. Chain 1, yarn over, skip 1, put double crochet, then double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, skip 1, double crochet, double crochet, repeat this until the end. After that, work one more round according to the scheme of the 17th round, and one more round according to the scheme of the 18th round. So this one, like this one, and this one. We will see you when you get to the end of the rounds. I finished this part and it's time to steam our head again. And now let the head dry a bit. My head got some rest, and now I want to measure the depths. At the beginning of the video you saw the instruction of how to determine the depth of the head, and now we need to control that dimension. So I have 14 centimeters or 5.5 inches, and I'm going to work 2 more rounds. Let's continue. Let's work chain of 2 to bring up the yarn, and then put single crochet into the very next stitch. Insert the hook between the V of the stitch right here. Then put single crochet into the space. Next put between the V. Next one will be the same. Then put single crochet into the space, and so on between the V, between the V, into the space, so I will alternate these to end of the round. We will see you when you get to the end. Now I am finishing the round and going to join by making a slip stitch into the second stitch of my chain. Make chain of 2 to bring up the yarn and put single crochet into the very next stitch. Insert the hook into both loops, work single crochet, and keep crocheting with single crochet in rounds. Work up the rounds without increases until you have reached a comfortable depth. Control this dimension and try on the head. We will see you here when you get to the desired depth of the head. I'm finishing the round by making a slip stitch into the second stitch of my chain, and now I'm going to make an extra round for a good looking transition to the brim of the head. Let's make for that a round with slip stitches. Insert the hook into both loops, work slip stitch, and keep crocheting with slip stitch to the end of this round. Don't tighten stitches, crochet freely. And I'll meet you there. That you should have so far. Good work. I finished the crown and it's time to steam our head. Now let the head to have a rest a bit. Now I'm going to measure the diameter of the head. It's 16 centimeters, which fits my size. Now we can start to create the brim of our head. And in the very first round, I'm gonna make 6 increases. Let's work chain of 2 to bring up the yarn. I'm going to work an increase into the very first stitch. 1, 2, and then 11 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, insert the hook into the both loop of the previous round, not here, right here, 4. Let me tell you how to count the crocheting pattern. In the previous round I have 72 stitches. I divide them into 6 equal parts and get 12 stitches in every part. Into the first stitch should be an increase, and into the next ones should be single crochets. 1 stitch, 1 single crochets. That is different schemes for each size. 9, 10, 11. Continue this all the way to the end. And I'll meet you there. Now I'm finishing the round and I'm not gonna join around here. I'm just gonna crochet spirally. So 11 single crochet I put here. And let's start the second round. Work 4 single crochet for shift. 1, 2. Here is our increase. So 3, 4, an increase, and 12 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Repeat this all the way around 6 times in total. Now I'm finishing the round and I continue to crochet spirally. I put my marker on the back of the head, so 7 single crochet, 8 single crochet, 9 single crochet, 10, 11 and 12. This is the end of the second round. You can use a second stitch marker to mark the end of the round and keep working according to the scheme until you reach the desired width. Alternate 2 rounds with increases and 1 round without increases. The end of the round will shift in each one. At the end, work another round without increases. You don't have to finish the last round. You should stop behind the head, not on the side. That you should have so far. Measuring the width. And now I'm going to work 1 round with slip stitches to make the edge of the brim of my head more durable and nice. So insert the hook into both loops of the previous round, yarn over, pull through loop on hook, one more insert the hook into both loops, yarn over, pull through loop on hook, we will get a very beautiful edge. Continue your slip stitches all the way around to the end. I finish the round, pull the loop, cut the yarn, here is the first slip stitch. I'm going to join the round with invisible fasten off. Insert the hook through both loops of the very first stitch, pull yarn through completely, now I'm gonna put the end back here. Insert the hook from the back into the middle of this last stitch and pull yarn through completely. There it is now. Good job. Now be sure to hide the tail inside. Cut the end. My congratulations! Great job! We finished our head and now we just shoot to steam it. Keep the iron at a distance, only steam. I'm not afraid to touch because I'm sure I won't damage the rampant. Try not pull the edges and not stretch your head. Then leave it to dry. You can decorate your hat with flowers or ribbon if you want. I decorated it with butterflies. Thank you for watching. If my video was useful for you, like it and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.